What's 16 minus 8 minus 2? It is 6. See? You're starting to second guess yourself.
Boy.
Okay, what about this side? Can anything get combined? I know.
Yeah.
You said, no, hold on. Okay, so we can put these two together to give me a 9n. Okay, now we're going to move our letters to the left and the numbers to the right. So, is 6 a letter or a number?
6, I'm a number.
It's a number, so is it on the left or the right?
Left.
It's on the left, right? So it's on the left side, so it needs moved. So we're going to say minus 6. Where do we put this under on the other side?
To the right of the 9.
To the right of the 9. Why can it not go underneath the 9?
Because then you'd be subtracting 6 from the 9, and that's impossible because they're not the same.
Yes, so we can't put it under here. So this one's kind of confusing because a lot of you guys are going to do this, right? We can't do that because the 9 has a letter. Okay, so normally there would be a number there that you would put it under, and that's kind of easy to see. But okay, and then what else needs moved? The 9. We're going to say minus 9n, minus 9n. Okay, so 8 minus 9 is going to be a negative 1n equals negative 6. Okay, so we already combined it, right? We moved our letters to the left, we moved the numbers to the right, and our last step is always to do what? Divide, okay?
Put that on the negative.
Can I scroll? Okay, these ones are pretty much the same. There's one extra step, okay? Our very first step is going to be to do what? The parentheses, okay? So distribute, okay? So I'm just drawing a picture here, but essentially you're going here and here, and you're timesing, okay? And then from there, we're going to combine like terms. We're going to go letters left, numbers to the right, and our last step is always to do what? Divide. Okay, so it added one tiny extra step. Okay, so our first step is going to be to do these parentheses. So negative 5 times 1, what is that? Negative 5. Okay, so this side's nothing's changing. So I'm going to say negative 30 minus 2k equals negative 5. Negative 5 times 4.
So what?
Negative 5 times 4. Negative 20. Okay, and then we're going to drop down this minus 7. Okay, so we did the first step. Now the second step says combine like terms. Okay, so if we're looking at this, can anything get combined on the left? Howie, you with us? Heck no. Dozing. Who can fall asleep standing up like that? Okay, can anything get combined over here?
No.
No. Okay, I got one letter, one number. What about on this side? The 20 and the 7. Okay, so negative 20 minus 7 is going to be negative 27. So we got 30 minus 2k equals negative 5 minus 27k. Okay, now we're going to move our letters to the left and the numbers to the right. So just start off on one side. So 30, is that a letter or a number?
Number.
It's a number, so it needs to be moved to the right. And what's it going to go under?
The negative 5.
The negative 5. Why the 5?
Because you only have a number there that isn't a number.
Yep, so numbers go with numbers, letters go with letters. Okay, what else needs moved?
The negative 27k.
Yep, because that's a letter, letters go to the left. Okay, so negative 2 plus 27 is it's gonna be 25K, equals -5 plus 30 is gonna be 25. Okay, and then our last step is gonna be to divide. So we get K equals 1. Okay, 21. These are those absolute value ones. So we can only say comma and make it a negative. Does anybody remember if what? You guys are gonna definitely have to take this on. Okay, so you can only make a comma and make it a negative if there's nothing else attached with the absolute value. So if you look at like number 25, see how there's that like -3 hanging out off to the side? You would have to move that first. Okay, if you look at 26, there's a +2 hanging out. Okay, 27's got a 10 hanging out. That means that those all have to get moved first. Whereas like this one, it's just the bars. Okay, on the one side, it's just, everything's inside those bars. So because everything's inside those bars, we can say comma and make it a -2. Okay, so we have really two equations to solve. One with a +2, one with a -2. Okay, now, if I'm looking at this end, what needs moved? Away from the end. Let's go. You guys know this. It's not like
3.
the 3. The 3 needs moved. How do I move it?
Subtract it by itself.
Close. We're going to times. Why is it times?
Because you said so.
No. Okay, so it's times because this one says n divided by 3. Okay? N over 3 is divide. So, what is 2 times 3? 6. What about -2 times 3? -6. Okay, so you guys all know where the calculators are. You guys are all fully capable of answering. The sheet is getting done and the sheet is getting graded either way. Does anybody know how many problems are on the sheet?
35.
Too many,
So, how many points is it worth?
35 points.
Okay, so whether we get through it or not, whether you see me and me do my half or not, is really irrelevant to me. I'm grading your entire paper. So either you're gonna have to take it home and do the rest yourself, okay? Or we need to speed it up and you guys need to start answering. Because I'm not just gonna stand up here, I'm not doing the math, okay? If you go in other classrooms, you know that some of them, they just give you the sheet, don't they? Okay, I always do my half, always. Okay, so you guys either need to get it together or not. I don't really care. I'm here till 3:15. Okay, and I'll always stand up here. You know, you've had me. I always do. Okay, but I'm not typing. That's something that you're fully capable of doing. So either fix it or don't. I don't really care. Okay. But I'm fair warning you right now. I'm grading the sheet. So if you think like, oh, she's gonna cross out, no, I'm not. I'm not on the test review. Okay. 23. Okay, there's nothing hanging on the outside of the bar, so we're going to say comma equals -70. Okay, what is by the K that needs to be moved? The 7. How do I move it?
Division.
Divide. Okay, so we're going to divide all of these by 7. Okay, so starting with this one, what is 70 divided by 7? 10. -70 divided by 7. -10. Okay, 25. Is there stuff hanging on the outside of the bars?
Yeah.
Yes, what is it?
-3.
The -3. So that has to be moved first before you can say comma and make it a negative. So how do I move a -3? add 3. So we're gonna add 3 and add 3. Okay, so now I'm left with bar x plus 10 equals, and I got 4 plus 3, which is 7. Okay, now are my bars all by themselves? Yes, everything is contained within these bars, right? There's no number here in the front, there's no number right here before that equal sign. So now we can go ahead and say comma, and we're gonna set the other equation to -7, okay? Okay, so now looking at this, what needs moved away from the x? The 10. How do I move a plus 10?
Minus
-10,
10.
-10, -10. You have it 3 times. So we got x equals 7 minus 10.
3.
Close.
Oh,
-3. -7 minus 10.
-17.
-17. Okay, 27. What needs done first? We are going to solve for x, but what's going to get moved first, the 3 or the 10? Okay, so we can't move the 3 because a 3 is like stuck inside those bars, okay? So we can't set it to be a negative, so we got to move that 10 first. How do I move that 10? Yeah, we're going to say times 10 times 10. So I got 3x equals, what is 4 times 10?
40.
40. Okay, now are the bars by themselves?
No.
Yeah, so we can go ahead and say comma and make the other one a negative. Okay, now, how do we solve for x? What needs moved?
I'll get 3.
3. Okay, what do I do with it? How do I move it?
Divide it.
Yeah, we're going to divide all these by 3. Okay, and what is 40 divided by 3?
37.
Divide by
40 over 3.
40 over 3. So, again, are we allowed decimals? Do I accept the decimal? No. Okay, so you got to use my calculators for those because otherwise it's going to give you a decimal. The iPhones, they don't do it like that. All right, so all that's saying is that this fraction did not simplify. And so we're left with this as an answer. Okay, 29 and 31. Okay, you're going to cross multiply. Okay, so we're going to say 3 times 10, which is what?
30.
30. 4 times v. What's 4 times v?
40.
4v. Okay, so for these ones, you're going to cross multiply, and then what? We're solving for v. Divide. Okay. So we're going to divide by 4, divide by 4. What is 30 divided by 4? 15 over 2. Okay, again, so 31, we're starting with cross multiply, so a times 10. What's a times 10? 10a. Okay, now on this other one, when we're cross multiplying, okay, you're gonna have to like cross multiply, but really cross multiply twice. One here and one here, okay? So it's really gonna be 5 times a, which is 5a. 5 times negative 10? What's 5 times negative 10? Negative 50. Okay, and then after that, you're going letters to the left. And numbers to the right. Okay, so what needs moved? The 5a needs moved, so we're going to say minus 5a, minus 5a. Okay, so that's going to be 5a equals negative 50. And then what's my last step? Divide. So we're going to say divide by 5. Divide by 5. Okay, what is negative 50 divided by 5? Negative 10. Okay, and then the last two that you'll see on your test are about the literal equations, okay, which is what we've done for the last couple days. Okay, it says solve each equation for the indicated variable. Okay, if we're looking at 33, what is the indicated variable?
Okay.
A, right? The indicated variable is the 4. Okay, this is the 4. They're saying solve for whatever. So in this case, we're solving for A. So what is on A side that needs to be moved? The K. How do I move a plus K? Minus K. So we're going to say minus K, minus K. Okay, so over here I got U minus K equals A. Okay, 35. What is my indicated variable? What's it say? For what? A. That's my indicated variable. Okay, so again, what needs moved? The K, and what else? The B. Which one do we move first? The B. So remember, we're always taking the like single guy first. Okay, you're always going to do the addition or subtraction first. So the B needs moved first. So we're going to say plus B plus B. Okay, so now over here I got U plus B equals AK. Then what? We know we need to move the K. How do I move that K? Divide. Oh shoot, I made a mistake. What is it? I divided by A. What should I be divided by? K. I don't want to move that A. Okay, that's what I'm solving for. That was not on purpose, by the way. Okay, so it's just going to look like this. Okay, you guys have 18 left to do on your own. Go through and get